What is packing with you, YouTube? This is your man King Howie back with another video. Week 8, halfway through the season, and so far so good with the Packers, 6-1. Let's get into this shit. First game up Thursday night. We have the Washington Redskins going into Minnesota to face off against the Minnesota Vikings. The Washington Redskins, I forget who they lost to last week, man. I don't be paying attention to the sorry-ass teams. I really don't. I know they lost. I don't know if they was on a bye week. But Minnesota won last week. I think they beat the Lions last week. Kirk Cousins is looking like he's earned his damn paycheck, his guaranteed millions. You know, in the last 2 games, he's thrown 8 touchdowns and thrown over 600 yards. So I'm rolling with the Minnesota Vikings over the Washington Redskins. Next game up, we have the Seattle Seahawks facing off against the Atlanta Falcons, who lost to the Rams last week. The Seattle Seahawks lost to the Baltimore Ravens. Seattle just picked up Quandre Diggs from the Lions. That was a huge mistake for the Lions to let him go for a 5th-round draft pick. And the Atlanta Falcons shipped Mohamed Sanu off to the New England Patriots for a 2nd-round draft pick. So things are switching up before the trade deadline concludes on October 28th. I think that's the last day. But with this game, I'm going to roll with the Seattle Seahawks to beat the Atlanta Falcons. Matt Ryan is hurt. We don't know how long he's going to be out or how serious his leg injury is. I don't even know who the backup quarterback is for the Atlanta Falcons. Jesus Christ, they fucking trash. The Philadelphia Eagles, next game. Philadelphia Eagles walking into Buffalo, New York to face off against the Buffalo Bills, who have one of the top defenses in the league. Josh Allen is having an okay year. They're one of the top 10 teams in the league. Philadelphia is coming off a ass whooping from the Cowboys. I mean, jeez, man, that was an ass whooping, man. All of the Eagles YouTubers, man, y'all gotta suck crow's dick, man. That shit was embarrassing on all levels to a team that won the Super Bowl 2 years ago. I mean, Dak Prescott been whooping y'all ass, but man, this one takes the cake. I mean, and you know, prior to them coming out, before that game, it was a lot of locker room issues going on with Josina Anderson, some analyst for ESPN that looked like Lil Wayne without the makeup. Alshon Jeffries and Nelson Aguilar, Lane Johnson, they all coming. You know, a lot of things being said in the locker room about Carson Wentz. I don't know how damaging that might be to the team morale, but we are really seeing the true colors of Doug Peterson. You know, when you lose, you know, 2 pieces of the puzzle when it comes to the coaching for the team, Frank Reich and John DeFilippo, you know, things have suddenly changed for the Philadelphia Eagles. Talented team. And I heard they released Orlando Scandrick. So, but I don't know how I don't know how the Philadelphia Eagles are going to walk into next week with all of this stuff going on. So I'm gonna go with the Buffalo Bills, man, to beat the Philadelphia Eagles at home. Next game, we have the LA Chargers versus the Chicago Bears. The LA Chargers just either they can't make a field goal, or Phillip Rivers is throwing a late game interception, or they have a chance to win by trying to punch it in at the goal line and they just can't get it in, or Melvin Gordon is just fumbling the ball somehow, some way, and this team just seems to keep losing games in a fluky ass way. I'm starting to believe that Anthony Lynn is starting to lose. I think he's starting to lose lose the players. I don't think that this team really want to play for Anthony Lynn no more. I mean, you got Phillip Rivers out there getting into it with defensive backs, grabbing them all by the jersey, and the refs not even doing nothing about it. I don't even think Phillip Rivers got fined. Another thing, too, Phillip Rivers hasn't signed his contract extension that the Chargers tried to give him. He hasn't signed it yet. So it's a lot of question marks in the air for the LA Chargers. For the Chicago Bears, I mean, Mitchell Trubisky is back, but without Hakeem Hicks, this defense just don't look the same. I mean, Khalil Mack, I mean, where is he? Where is he? I haven't seen him do anything. Allen Robinson is like they leading receiver. They really can't run the ball. Matt Nagy can't really open the playbook up for Chase Daniels or Mitchell Trubisky. It's just I don't know how much longer the Chicago Bears is going to try to keep running with this system and program that they have in place right now, because it ain't working. But I'm going to go with the Chicago Bears to beat the LA Chargers. Next game, the New York Giants at Detroit. Saquon Barkley is back. I know that. Danny Dimes, Detroit, still ain't got over the Green Bay Packers game. So I don't know if this even is an upset. Matt Patricia, I don't know, man. Kerryon Johnson is now on injury reserve. They gave away Quantre Diggs to the Seattle Seahawks. Oh, Ziggy Ansah is at the Seattle Seahawks. Oh, my God. I guess I'm going to roll with Detroit, man. I really don't know who to pick for this trash-ass game. Next game up. Now, this next game is so interesting. You have Marcus Mariota, who's been benched, and you have Jameis Winston, who's no longer going to be with the Buccaneers after this season. After throwing 5 interceptions, I forget who he threw 5 interceptions to, but it was just god-awful and embarrassing. I don't even know who the Tampa Bay Buccaneers backup quarterback is, but I know Ryan Tannehill is the backup quarterback for the Tennessee Titans. Tampa Bay's defense, they got one of the top sack leaders on Tampa Bay. This is a tough game to pick. I'm going to just go with the better quarterback. I'm going to roll with the Tennessee Titans, man. I have no freaking idea. I don't know, man. It's just, I don't know. Cincinnati Bengals visiting the Los Angeles Rams. I'm going to roll with the Rams. The Cincinnati Bengals ain't shit. Just trade A.J. Green, man. Just blow that whole team up, man. Let Andy Dalton go. Just start all over, man. I'm going to roll with the L.A. Rams to win this game. Todd Gurley is probably going to catch more passes, probably run the ball maybe 10 times, but they're going to throw the ball to Todd Gurley out of the backfield, try to save his knees. Jalen Ramsey, huge difference maker. The sack leader on this team is Clay Matthews. Once he gets back from injury of his broken jaw, I'm pretty sure that the Rams defense will look like it did before. And it kind of you kind of want, I mean, if you're a Philadelphia Eagle, you kind of want to just be like, maybe if Jalen Ramsey came here, we got Jalen Ramsey, maybe things would have been different. But hey, man, he's a Ram now. Made a huge impact in the Atlanta game last week. Rams beat the Bengals. Next game up, the Arizona Cardinals coming off a win against the New York Giants, facing off against the New Orleans Saints at home. Drew Brees is almost back, my Super Bowl pick to win it all this year. Drew Brees is almost back at being the starting quarterback. Maybe this week, maybe next week. Who knows? Maybe 2 more weeks from now. But I'm going to roll with the New Orleans Saints to beat the Arizona Cardinals at home. I think Alvin Kamara might play this week. I know he didn't play last week. They didn't even really need him to beat the damn Chicago Bears. The New York Jets. So I'm going with the Saints. The New York Jets coming off a blowout, 33-0 donut from the Patriots. I mean, Sam Darnold was out there seeing ghosts. He didn't know what the hell was going on. It's facing up against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Gardner Minshew III. I'm going to roll with the Jaguars, man. The Jets just look so freaking pathetic. Le'Veon Bell it just look like he wearing himself out. Sam Darnold, wow. USC quarterbacks, man, just don't pan out in the NFL. So Jacksonville Jaguars win this game. I think Leonard Fournette is going to run all through their ass. Plus they got Chark over there. He might go off too. Next game, the Denver Broncos facing off against the Indianapolis Colts. Denver Broncos got their ass whipped by the Patrick Mahomes Kansas City Chiefs last Thursday. And the Indianapolis Colts are coming off a win against, I think, the Texans. And I'm going to roll with the Colts, man. Jacoby Brissett and that defense, Marlon Mack, Eric Ebron caught a crazy pass at the back of the end zone. They just, it looked like they're not even missing a beat, knowing that Andrew Luck is not there no more. So I'm going to roll with the Colts against the Denver Broncos, who just traded away Emmanuel Sanders to the 49ers. But we'll cross that in the next game. So the Colts beat the Denver Broncos. Next game up, we have the Cam Newton-less, now Kyle Allen, Carolina Panthers facing off the San Francisco 49ers at Levi Stadium. The undefeated San Francisco 49ers, who people say haven't played a real team yet, but this is what I'll say about the 49ers, who just now got Emmanuel Sanders. The 49ers offense is not that great. It's not. They have a few running backs that are injury prone. They have a lot of small speedster type receivers that get easily banged up. They got a formidable tight end. The defense is solid. I'll give you that. The defense is solid. But if the offense is just going down the field kicking field goals all the time, I think that's where the 49ers are going to get hurt at. Because Jimmy G is turning the ball over, man. He's turning the ball over every game. Either he fumbles or he throws a pick. Every game. He's not throwing many touchdowns. Has Jimmy G had over 2 touchdown game this year? Maybe 1. Probably against the Steelers. But I'm going to roll with the 49ers to beat the Carolina Panthers. I think they're going to shut down MVP candidate, Run CMC, Christian McCaffrey. So that will put the 49ers at 7-0. Next game up, we have the Oakland Raiders facing off against the Houston Texans. Now, the Raiders are coming off an ass whooping against the Green Bay Packers in Lambeau Field. And the Houston Texans are coming off a loss against the Colts. You got Oakland going on 2 road games back to back. Houston is I don't know if Houston was at home last week or if the Colts were at home. They both play in domes, I think. I don't know. Who cares? I'm going to roll with the Houston Texans to beat the Oakland Raiders, man. I'm going to roll with the Houston Texans to beat the Oakland Raiders. Next game up, we have the Doo-Doo Browns against the New England Patriots, who are coming off a blowout, all sponsored by the defense. A lot of defense, less Brady. Cleveland Browns look like shit. I don't know how hurt Baker Mayfield may be. I don't know what's going on in Odell Beckham Jr.'s mind. Cleveland should be more healthier than the Patriots, who now have Mohamed Sanu. I mean, Brady is basically throwing the ball to running backs all game. I'm pretty sure that, the Cleveland Brown defense can do something to stop that. I don't know. I mean, Rex Burkhead is hurt. Josh Gordon is hurt. Julian Edelman is banged up. They got Jacoby Myers, some undrafted free agent rookie out there catching passes. Now they have Mohamed Sanu. The Patriots backups are hurt. They got a couple of dudes that they started a couple of weeks ago that can't go. They don't really have a tight end. Ben Watson is out there playing old man football. He might be gassed the next game. I don't know, man. This is a tough game to call, but fuck New England. I'm going to go with the Cleveland Browns. Next game up, the Sunday night game of the week. The the AR-12 Green Bay Packers, the Smith brothers, Green Bay Packers, facing off against the Kansas City Chiefs without Pat Mahomes. Now, remember when we went 15-1? You want to know who gave us that one loss that season? Yeah, you guessed right. It was the Kansas City freaking Chiefs. That game, I remember it just like yesterday. We lost both of our tackles, and we lost some defensive players, and we just could not move the ball anymore. We couldn't move the ball anymore. Aaron Rodgers got sacked, I think, like maybe 4 times that game, and I think he fumbled. It was just terrible, man. Terrible, terrible, terrible. We also went further in that year and got blown out by the New York Giants 38-10 in the playoffs, and it was a home game. No Pat Mahomes in this game, but this offense is still good. This offense is still dynamic. This offense has Tyreek Hill, and this offense has Travis Kelce. This offense has Shady McCoy, shifty, fast, quick guys that can get wide open in space. I kind of want to lean towards the Chiefs to win this game, but without Pat Mahomes out there and they got to deal with Matt Moore, I'm rolling with the Packers, man, to win on the road. I think Matt LaFleur has shown that he can outcoach coaches with experience. For example, John Gruden, Zimmerman, just to name a few guys, teams that we played. So I'm going to go with the Green Bay Packers to beat the Kansas City Chiefs on the road. And the Monday night game, oh my God. The Miami Dolphins against the Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't even know who these teams got at. I don't know. I have no idea who's playing quarterback for the Miami Dolphins. I think it's Ryan Fitzpatrick and Mason Rudolph. Is he back from his concussion yet? I don't even know. Did he get cleared after that crazy hit he took? I don't know, man. I guess I'm going to roll with Pittsburgh. James Conner probably comes through, runs for 3 touchdowns, and they win. I don't know, man. It's just a lot of crappy games during Week 8. I think the game of the week probably is going to be Green Bay against Kansas. Not without Pat Mahomes, it can't be. No Matt Ryan. What is going to be the game of the week? No Cam Newton. Derek Carr against Deshaun Watson? Kyler Murray against Teddy Bridgewater? I don't know. I have no idea, man. This week looks like complete trash. Just looking at these games and knowing the quarterbacks that are going to be playing is just complete trash. I don't see no good game on here at all. That's probably work. I probably watched the Sunday night game. I don't even think I want to watch. I'm not going to watch no football Week 8. I'm not even excited to watch any of these games, man. Ugh, this is terrible. Cincinnati against the Rams, Tampa Bay, Tennessee, Giants in Detroit, Philadelphia. Philadelphia, Buffalo. That's probably the only game I'm gonna watch. It's probably only the game I'm gonna watch that's worth looking at. Philadelphia against Buffalo. With that being said, man, it's your man King Howie, man. Thanks for tuning in, and thanks to the new subscribers, man. Really appreciate y'all, taking your time out to come to the page and the channel and hear what I have to fucking say. But other than that, man, shout out to all of y'all, man. I really appreciate the feedback. And I'm out, man. I'm gone.